Today we're going to do an unboxing of our ACT Pro Lite flywheel and our new RXT clutch. And then we're going to compare it to the stuff we took out, Pro Lite flywheel and the 500 horsepower McLeod clutch. Let's start pulling this stuff out of the boxes. This one is a zero balance. The one that we had in the car was 28 ounce for a 351. So we could have either got it rebalanced at zero or just buy a new one. Got Christmas tree plugs holding it in. So that's our new flywheel. A couple stickers, instruction manual. Let's compare that to the one that was in the car for 500 miles. These were light street miles on it. So as you can see, it's the same flywheel. Like I said, this one's zero balance. This one's 28 ounce. Which is what we needed for the stock 351. Now with the stroker, we needed zero. Doesn't look too bad with the chattering on it. Like I said, it was about 500 street miles on it. And that's that. Let's see what we got with the clutch. This is the McLeod RXT 1200. It's rated for 1200 horsepower. It's a twin disc. The old one that was in the car is only a single disc, as you could see. So let's see what this one looks like when you unbox. There's part number if you're interested. 26 spline for the TKO Tremec transmissions. Pretty nice unit. A couple different clutch alignment tools, some bolts, and your instructions on how they want it set up. A couple little stickers. Let's take that and compare. Are these finger tight? They are. Look at that. Spin off the nuts that hold it together here. They have a 1000 version of this clutch and then the 1200. We went with the 1200 for the small amount of price increase. It was worth having the little bit extra capacity. So you have one disc. Here's your top disc. That'll go on here. That's your mid plate. Goes like this. And then your bottom disc goes on here. Obviously that says flywheel side, and your flywheel will cap that whole setup out. Bam. We can compare the stock, or the old flywheel I should say, not the stock. Again, like I said, about 500 street miles on it. There's a little bit more chatter than I'd like to see, but it looks like the pads wore really well. So that's that. Let's get it installed. So the reason we're going with this 1200 unit from McLeod over the 500 unit, obviously we just built a stroker that's going to go in the car, and we need more of a clutch. So this is a twin disc clutch, the RXT 1200. It's good for 1200 horsepower. This one is called a twin disc. It's called a twin disc because you have two discs, one here, your floater, and the bottom. The 500 horse unit only has one disc. The benefits of the twin disc are lighter pedal, smooth clutch engagement, and it holds more power, obviously. Once we get this on the back of the motor, we're going to throw it into our new Quicktime bell housing. We upgraded the bell housing on this car from a stock unit, as this is SFI rated. If something were to happen to this clutch and it were to explode something bad, This is going to keep it contained. It's not going to let it come out, cut our feet off, or go through the car and cause any more damage. So we're going to take this, install it on the motor, throw our twin disc on, and get it ready. The flywheel we torqued on. We put the bottom disc in. You can see it says bottom here. Make sure that it says flywheel side. The flywheel side obviously goes in. Then we put in the floater. The bolts here get torqued to 30 foot-pounds. We're going to put the top disc. Flywheel side goes in with our alignment tool. Make sure that everything's lined up. And the back disc should rotate like this. And the last thing you need to watch is there's a little mark here that's going to line up with the marks here and here. Make sure that that happens. Like that. Now we're going to do a washer, a lock washer, and a nut here. And your twin disc is on. So our twin disc is installed. Make sure you tighten these bolts in a star pattern. They go to 25 foot-pounds, then 35. And while you're doing it, make sure that the tool can go in and out easily like this. If not, you're not going to be able to get the transmission input shaft in. It's the same spline, same diameter and everything. If this doesn't slide in very easy, you're going to have to fight the transmission that hard to put it in. See how easy that goes? Hopefully it'll go in nice. Now we're going to throw the Quicktime bell on and bolt it up. We're ready to go in the car. Just like that.